Hey, babe. So it turns out that that whole thing with the airline and all that mix up and all that trouble and all that crap was only the first of so far 2 days that really sucked. Today has been better, but you never know. So, okay. I wake up the second day. So, first day was the whole airport thing. Then the second day, wake up at the hotel, go down, grab a complimentary breakfast, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like buffet in a five-star hotel. Like, nice. Okay, good. So get filled up because I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to eat again because I have a layover in Bogota and then I have a flight here and then I'll get here and I don't know what they'll have at the hostel. So let's just fill up and pretty much then I'll be good for the day. So that's what I do. The food is delicious. Grab the shuttle to the airport, head there, everything's great. Finally get on the plane. And then there in my head I'm like, cool, okay, it's over. I made it, we're good. So, fly to Bogota, there's the transfer, then fly to San Andres. I get here, show up at the hostel, only to realize they don't have my reservation. Of course, right? At this point I'm like, yes, of course you don't have it. Why would you? So after like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes of the woman behind the front desk trying to figure everything out, looking at the system, turns out they do have my reservation, but not for the dates I booked. So I booked from the 19th to the 29th. Because of the delay, I actually showed up on the 20th, but like to them it's like, hey, who cares? I already paid. Well, I mean, I don't already paid, but it's like I reserved, so I have to pay either way. And I sent them a message in the app to say like, hey, sorry, my flight was delayed, so I'm only going to show up tomorrow. Anyway, so instead of reserving for the 19th to the 29th, they reserved from the 25th to the 29th. Don't ask me why. Apparently, that's just what they decided to do. So she goes through the system, manages to reserve 2 nights for me. So pretty much yesterday, the night that just happened, and then tonight. And then there's going to be 2 more nights in between that and my actual reservation, which they actually booked, where it's not going to be guaranteed if I have somewhere to stay. I'm hoping it will, but at this point, given everything that happens, I don't even know if it's such a bad thing that I don't stay there. Because after resolving the reservation issue, I relax a bit, go to the room, get settled in, only to throw up really intensely. And I can't help but find the irony in this because I've eaten like a ton of street food and a ton of questionable food since I've started traveling, never been sick. I eat in the restaurant of a five-star hotel, and that's when I become sick as a dog. It's just kind of ironic. So anyway, throw up a crap ton, only to discover, oh, they don't have any fresh water until tomorrow. So I managed to wash out the, taste of puke from my mouth with what little water I have left, but quickly run out. And by then, like, I have a headache because I didn't get to eat or to drink enough. And I kind of go lie in a hammock. Of course, there's people nearby fucking smoking, so the smoke just makes it worse. Anyway, I try to relax a bit. Eventually go back and I'm like, at the front desk, there's this fridge in the back where there's like beers and different drinks and stuff. So I'm like, all right, what do you have in that fridge that is the closest thing to water that I could drink? And then she looks at me and she's like, oh, okay, just give me your water bottle, I'll go fill it. I'm like, wait, that was an option the whole time? What the hell? Anyway, goes to fill up the water bottle, gives it back. I drink, and turns out the water has a weird little aftertaste. I'm like, and it's warm, but I'm like, I don't care. At this point, I'm just happy that I have water. So drink some water. By then, it's maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm feeling like crap, so let's just go to bed. So, oh yeah, but I forgot to mention, when I first got there and got to the room was like super hot. It was like 30 degrees. I was on the top bunk, just like sweating. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna suck so much at night. Fortunately, a couple hours later, when I actually go to bed, someone turned on the AC. Turns out there's AC. Cool. Unfortunately, now it's too cold. So after like, throwing up and feeling sick and everything, it's like I go to bed and they only have a sheet, like no cover. So I'm like under the sheet and I'm kind of like freezing and shivering. And I'm like, I don't know if it's because it's cold or because I'm sick. At this point, I don't care. So I just kind of like bundle up as much as I can, toss and turn for a couple hours, eventually fall asleep, only to wake up a few hours later with the urge to throw up once again. So I rush to the bathroom, throw up again, puking all the water that I drank, go back to the bed, drink a little more water, hope I'm not going to throw up again, toss and turn a bunch more before finally falling asleep. By the way, as I was talking, I realized that there's something else that I forgot to mention. After getting to the hotel, realizing the reservation wasn't booked properly, and throwing up the first time, I decided, you know what, let's just go on my computer, be productive a bit, and request the refund for the flight ticket, because the previous day, all they could do was give me the hotel and everything, like on their end at the actual airport. They couldn't give me compensation for all the extra expenses that it cost me, like the taxi there and back, and the extra cost for the ticket and everything. Is like, your only option is go to the website and request a refund there for the ticket. So I'm like, let's just do that. So do that after issues with the internet, of course, right? Finally managed to connect, go on the website, fill out all the information after, you know, leaving the optional places empty, only to try to submit, and it says, oh, form incomplete. So the optional like areas of the form, not really optional. Anyway, after that, finally submit, and there's an error. It's like, please try again or contact us by telephone. I'm like, I don't even have their phone number. I don't even like want to consider calling them. So go back, refill out the entire form, explaining everything once again, try to submit again, it still doesn't work. So that was pretty much my crappy day of yesterday. Luckily, so far today I woke up feeling better. They had fresh water, so I went up, drank like a whole liter of water, filled up the water bottle again. Then I was feeling a little like still weak because I only ate breakfast the day before and I threw up like twice. So I'm like, I'm a little hungry, but I don't want to risk eating because I don't want to throw up again. And part of me is like, should I just stay at the hostel the entire day, just chill, maybe go in the pool, relax in a hammock? But I'm like, okay, there's a beach like a 20-25 minute walk from here. I think I'm strong enough to make it, so let's just do it. So I went to the walk to the beach, and I mean, that's actually where I am right now, as you can see. And yeah, so I was just chilling here for a bit, went for a swim, felt way better. On the way back now, I'm at a restaurant on the beach. Just had some food. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish it. Not because it's not good, it's actually really good. I was surprised that it was this good. It's just there's so much of it, and because I threw up recently, I don't want to risk it. Like twice is enough. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of the day and hopefully not throw up again. That is my goal. So far my goal today is don't throw up. So yeah, last 2 days were kind of insane, and I'm really hoping that today is not the third one. Although at this point, what more could happen? But that's what I thought 2 days ago, and then that's what I thought yesterday. It's like every time it's like, oh, I was wrong. A lot more could happen. So yeah, that's my goal today. Try not to throw up. Hopefully I succeed. Alright, well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. Check back in later, and hopefully wherever you are in the future watching this, your day is way better than mine.